and welcome to Titanium Colors Tarot, and today I will be doing a energetic healing from the past week. Okay, so this is for anybody who watches this at any time, from anywhere, and yes, I basically heal the energies of last week so that we can start this new one afresh. Alright, so I will be mentioning the decks I use as I use them. If I don't, they will be in the description box below. The first deck I'm going to be using is called Énergie de guérison by Mario Duguay. It's a French deck. I will translate as I read. And yeah, so please, angels and guides, anyone who has good, who has a message for my collective, please come forward and share what they should expect. What are we going to heal from last week for them? Please, angels and guides, anyone who has good, who has a message for my collective, please come forward and share what we will be healing for them from last week. And we have beauté intérieure, interior beauty. That is, and this card is very nice, very pretty. So I will read and translate later. Now I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. And so please, angels and guides, anyone of the highest good who has a message for my collective, what are we going to be healing more specifically in regards to our heart from the past week's energies? Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good, too many, who has a message for my collective, please come forward and share what are we going to be healing from last week. Let me do that like this. Yeah. Just a bit. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my collective, please come forward and share what we will be healing from last week. Lead. I'll read the card in a little bit. So, we're talking about interior beauty and your ability to lead people. Okay, so now I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot by John Holland as well. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my collective, please come forward and share what specifically in the psychic realm are we going to heal from my collective from last week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my collective, please come forward and share what are we specifically healing from past week's psychic connections. Please, angels and guides. And you got emotional withdrawal. Emotional withdrawal. Interesting. Now, next card is a card from The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my collective, please come forward and share how the universe has our back in regards to our energetic healing from last week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my collective. What specifically are we, how specifically is the universe having our back during this transformation? Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good, and we have when I, well, we have this card. I'll be reading it in a moment. But let me just start by reading all of them. All right, one by one. So we have beauté intérieure, interior beauty. It says, j'ouvre les yeux de mon cœur. I open the eyes of my heart. Et je dirige mon regard vers la lumière. And I direct my vision towards the interior light de chaque être, of each being. Le physique et la personnalité, le physique et la personnalité, so person's physique and their personality, sont à l'image de l'humain. Non, sont à l'image de l'homme. Are in the image of man. La beauté et la bonté sont à l'image de Dieu. The beauty and the bounty is at the image of God. So someone's physical appearance and their personality is their doing, but that which is their bounty and their bonté, their humanity, that's in regards to God. I hope that makes some sense to some of you. So first we have lead on the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. Now lead is number 4. Number 4. Keywords: guide, prioritize, act, support, structure, effort, reason. In matters of the heart, the energy of this card can both help and hinder. Examine the role that you play in your relationships. Do you take the lead and guide the direction of the relationship, or do you follow the other person? If you lead, are you forcing your will on the other person? If you follow, are your own needs being met? A solid relationship involves give and take, lead and follow. There has to be an even exchange of energy, and this is true for all relationships. This card reminds you to guide, not dominate. Alright? This is, in tarot, this would be the Emperor. Right? So the affirmation is, I ensure that my relationships are healthy and that each person's needs are met. So make sure you see someone's interior beauty while you are in a role of leadership. 8. Spiritual ritual. Emotional withdrawal. Okay. This card represents moving away or withdrawing from a current situation in your life, whether it is an old love, a relationship, or leaving behind what was once familiar in search of new horizons or beginnings. On a physical level, it's easy to get caught up in the material world, but it's just as important to retreat from the outside world to enable you to pause, reflect, and heal. Schedule some alone time, so you can commune with your soul and give the power of the spirit the opportunity to restore your energy levels, giving you the vitality to move forward in a positive direction. Basically, you gotta see you are someone you're dealing with is stepping into a role of leadership, and this person needs some help, some guidance. So maybe you are going to tell this to them, or something is going to tell it to them. But either way, they have to realize that it's not just the outer physicality that marks the importance or the beauty of a person. It's actually their interior personality as well, and how they choose to deal with things. Yep. Next, how does Spirit have our back? When I lean on faith of the universe, peace becomes real. So when you follow the direction in which God is directing you, the peace will become real, and you will feel much better. All right. Now, my gorgeous collective, I am going to do 15 minutes of an energetic healing for my long distance on my trusty paper. If you can see, it says collective on it. I know it's written the opposite direction that you can read, but it still says collective on it. So I'm gonna move this around. Yeah. Now. Alright, for those of you who like to follow this as a meditation, close your eyes, go within. For those who prefer to just listen to me talk, you can do that as well, as you wish. So, breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. So, my gorgeous collective, this week, the whole message was all about you becoming the leader, or becoming a leader, and how you lead others, and how you put others before you, or how to become a better leader, is what I would say. Because leading is not as simple as it sounds, or easy as it is, or easy as it might be. It's actually a tad bit more interesting. To really be able to lead, you need to first set your personal preferences separate from what you're doing, and think of the group that you're leading. And then, what do they need? What can I do to allow them to be better, or to do better, you know? Because that's all that it is. It's a leader leads a team towards a certain objective. So, in order to make sure that the team operates well, the leader generally needs to operate even better, right? And I'm talking from experience, because I was the kink in some of my group projects. I completely ruined those teamworks, but it was a learning experience, not only for myself, but for others as well. Now, the next card you guys got is the emotional withdrawal. So, as much as you are the leader, it is of utmost importance for you to be able to say, okay, I need a timeout for me to be able to operate to my fullest extent, so that I can be present and at the best of my abilities at every given moment. Which is basically what the cards of the universe are saying, which is when you lean on faith, when you lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. Why? Because you took your ego out of the equation. You are now in communication with the divine. You are not thinking of you are thinking of the collective, which has much better ring to it, or has more weight to it, is the word I'm looking for. Has more weight to it. Yep. Now, well, I mean, as a leader, you can't just be more, have more preference to one person than another. You just can't. That will not necessarily be very, how should I say this, very leader-like. Your objective is to lead people in the right direction, not lead them in the wrong direction of second-guessing themselves, of thinking that they're less than, but also knowing that they could have done better. They could have. And sometimes I understand some people do need a little more TLC, which is my case at this point. I don't operate the same as I used to. I'm not as quick-witted as I used to be, even if I still am a tad. But it's just a matter of being able to see how can you be a better leader in regards to the group, not just one person, right? And that is when emotional withdrawal is needed for you to take a little step back and check in with yourself and see if you are being the best leader you can possibly be. It is of utmost importance in regards to the health of a group that the leader be very well, how should I say this? That the leader be very well versed in interpersonal communication skills. It helps. It's not mandatory, but it absolutely helps. Because when the person is able to communicate clearly and accurately, all right, you don't feel like you can lean on them. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll have you carry on, oh, it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Yeah. But I mean, that's not necessarily a leader's role, but I mean, a leader can set themselves aside and be like, what is necessary for the group mentality to move on, to move forward, to hit new goals, right? Not just mine, but to hit goals for the group itself. What would be better for them? How can I help them be more productive? You know? So, why? Breathe in and out. Yet again, breathe in and out. All this breathing is making me yawn. In any case, right? So all the thing that we have today is more in regards to leadership skills and being able to really be the best leader that you can be. Because for most people, being a leader is not necessarily something that comes to you naturally. You learn it. It's something that is learned over time, or it's something that you can become. I know it's not easy becoming something you're currently not, but if you really want to become something, if you really strive towards something, you can make it into reality. It is just going to demand 60 days of continuous work on the one new habit you want to implement in your reality, which is not easy, I am sure. But I mean, if you really want to become a leader and you don't find that you have the qualities necessary to be a leader, right, you can work on obtaining qualifications, not the qualities in your personality that will help you become a better leader. So that would be like making a list of what qualities you'd like to see within yourself. And once you see those, and then you think, okay, how can I be like this? All right, then you do that, and then it makes better sense. It's just the way it is. I mean, I understand that it could be kind of not stressful, but counterintuitive, especially if you don't like to personally change. That's fine. But if you want to become something you currently are not, you are going to have to change something in your reality. It's just the way it is, right? C'est la vie. That is life. Yeah. And so, really, all in all, it's just a question of how you exercise your leadership, is what I'm getting. And if you feel the need to take a step back to reassess and see how you can become a better leader, well then by golly, do it. Right? It's going to be so much better for the group. It definitely is. Usually when leaders are more in touch with their intuition, and when they are in cahoots with their higher self, if you can say that, and when they look towards themselves to see what they can do better, first and foremost, you know what that does? That helps them be an even better leader. It does. Which is great and what is necessary to be done. And I actually had this conversation with my grandfather today, all about learning how to let go and let God. I mean, he did bring up a very important point in the matter, which is that you gotta help God want to help you. I don't know how I feel about that, but I did hear something else today, which says when you put in a little bit of effort, then the universe will come, God, whatever, will come and help you with the rest, you know? So just a little bit of effort, just a little bit of going out of your comfort zone will help you to get what it is that you really want and covet. I covet that cup, or I covet that ability, whatever it is. It's whatever you decide upon, right? Whatever you say that I would like to do, that is what the universe will help you with along the way, which is amazing. Yeah. Now, breathe in and out. Yet again, breathe in and out. Excuse me. By the way, I am wearing citrine. It's a very powerful stone that helps you transform parts of yourself. Because did you know that citrine was actually amethyst thousands and thousands of years ago? It changed due to heat, and I'm not sure if pressure actually applies, but it really did change due to heat mainly. Yes. So now, for those for whom they went into a meditative state, you can start wiggling your fingers and toes. Start taking deep breaths in and out. Yet again, breathe in and out. So, my gorgeous and fellow collective, that is all that I have for you guys this week, alright? If you like this and if you would like me to go deeper into your specific situation in regards to spiritual healing, please contact me at the email in the box below and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous collective, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.